attached at this point. Being mindful of optional substitution at open valences, at times you may wish to block substitution at certain sites. Of course, we could specifically draw hydrogen atoms, or alternatively, use the lock atoms tool. We can apply this tool on the carbons of our dichlorophenyl group, for example, thus preventing any substitution at these sites in the substructure search. On the topic of blocking substitution, sometimes it is necessary to prevent ring fusion in a substructure search. By default, the substructure search will allow for additional ring fusion to the rings drawn in your query. If we want to ensure that the phenyl group in the middle of our structure does not have any additional ring fusion, apply the Lock Rings tool. Scifinder N offers a tool for variable groups. Open the Variables menu by clicking the red X on the left of the screen. The options in this menu are single-node representations of generic groups. Here we see these options. The X represents any halogen, the M represents any metal, the A is anything except for hydrogen. To broaden retrieval on the dichlorophenyl groups, you can replace the chlorine nodes with the X variable to allow for any halogens. The R groups menu offers excellent control over your substructure query. Open the R groups menu by clicking the red R on the left of the screen. The R groups allows you to define your own options for a variable group. Define your own R groups using any of the options from the periodic table, the variables list, or the shortcuts list. Up to 20 R groups may be defined for each structure query, and each R group may have up to 20 options selected. This allows you great control over the retrieval of a substructure search. For this example, let's broaden our retrieval by replacing the imidazole with an R group, which I will define as oxygen, any halogen, or heterocycle, amine, or a carboxy. We can now delete our imidazole group and replace it with R1, which is defined as any of those options we listed earlier. Searching this new structure will refresh our page accordingly. Under the substructure answer set, we now see answers matching the precision and variation we included in our query. By default, the substance answer sets are sorted by a relevancy algorithm, preferring answers that have structures closer to our query. You can change the sort order using the sort menu. If we rearrange by number of references descending, we can now see the more published substances brought to the top of our list. On the left of the screen are various options to refine or analyze our answers. We can allow us to refine and analyze by commercial availability, reaction and reference roles, stereochemistry, and, for example, number of components. Adjusting the number of components allows you to more easily exclude or include multi-component substances. Multi-component substances are substances like salts, hydrates, and mixtures. Search within results option. This allows us to easily refine our answers with further structural components. Scifinder N provides a variety of options for exporting answers. You can download your results in several formats, including property data for current answers.